Okay, so quiet please, So that if you look on the calculator, you've got sine, cosine, and tangent functions. The sine function, right, I've got it here, y equals sine x. If you look at the graph, what you see is, kind of looks like a wave. It goes up and down and up and down, and it goes on forever. Yeah, it's called a sine wave. So things, real life situations which are wave-like would be well modeled like something like that, like temperature, like the waves in the ocean, things like that. This is useful for. Now, if I zoom in a little bit, zoom to, and we know that this thing goes on forever to the left and to the right. What would you say is the domain then? You done? Okay. You say all real numbers, right? But it's actually going down as low as this, and then it's going up as high as that. This is -1, and that's 1. So what would you say is the range? Say it. Remember, this is how you could say this. You would say the range, the domain is all real. -1 is less than or equal to y is less than or equal to 1. Y is in between -1 and 1. But what you see from the graph is that sine cannot be more than 1 or less than -1. Okay. Now, if you look at, let me go back out again. Zoom out. Right. If you start, here's the beginning of the wave, right? Starts at 0, 0. It goes up to its maximum, which is 1, goes back to 0, goes to its minimum, which is -1, it goes back to 0, and then it repeats itself. Right? That distance from where it started to the end of it, that's a wavelength, or it's a period. Right? The length of that is called the wavelength or the period of the function, which we might see a little bit of that when we get more into it. So we need functions like that to model real-world situations. So that's really crackling in my ear. Don't know what that's about.